are you? How are you? Happy Friday. Oh, wait a minute. My voice. Wait a minute. Can y'all know I can't have my voice going out? I hope everybody's doing well and doing what you know to do and on this great Friday evening. And just so excited about being here. So excited about what's happening in my life and what's happening in everybody's lives. You know, it's just been when I tell you this year has gotten started off at a really good place, and I'm excited about how it's gotten started out because it's like it's just doing so much that I'm just amazed at y'all. I'm really am amazed at how some things have started out, and it's like, you know, I'm just like I'm speechless because we you know what, since the new year, we have been seen in different spaces. We've gotten some when I tell you we've gotten publicity, we've been featured in several magazines, several newspapers across the country, and it's just like one thing after another, y'all. Oh my god, it's just been so much going on, and it's just been like it's just been, you know how they say, well, you know, we all have been saying this, and we are walking in this spirit of favor, and that 2025 is going to be our year of grace and favor. And you know, I've been telling everybody this is my year of double grace and favor. So I'm excited about that, and just seeing how God is just turning some things around for me in my life. And you know, and just to be able to see it and know that I'm in my you know how we say I'm in clothes in my right mind. I'm healthy. I'm just like everything I need is just going the way that I need it. And I'm just excited about that. And you know, we've been working on a couple projects that we also had to reschedule some things. And you know, and I'm okay with that because y'all, anybody that knows me, you know, I live in the land of the pivot. I believe that we can pivot in everything that we do. We don't just because you schedule it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to happen. And you know, for a variety of reasons. And you know, you have to really look at things with the heart of heart and know that you are destined for greatness, and you are destined to show up for yourself, for everybody in your life. But there's a way to show up. There's a way to show up. There's a way to just be. I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot to plug in my device here. Don't want to go. Don't want the power to just shut out. And we are live. And you know, I have been looking at some things, and then for those of you, I'm sorry, for those of you that don't know me, let me introduce. I'm already 3 minutes in, and I'm just talking about introducing myself. I am Deborah Franklin. I'm an author, a speaker, and a coach, but most of all, I am the proud owner of Deborah Franklin Publishing, where we work with high achieving Christian women entrepreneurs, author, speakers, coaches to increase their VIP status, meaning their visibility, their influence, and their profits. And that's what we do. And tonight, I wanted to jump on because we are doing a collaboration. And thank you guys. Once you're coming in, please tell me who you are. Um, Say hey, say what's up. Let me know where you chiming in from, because I want to know who you are, y'all. I want you to show up in the place. And one thing that I want to tell you guys is that once the scripture that we stand on with Church Girl CEO and Deborah Franklin Publishing is Proverbs 18:16. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. But I always like to add before great men and women. God has put a gift in every person that the world will make room for. It is the gift that will enable you to fulfill your vision. You heard that? Because God has given us all a vision. We have to acknowledge the gift. We got to acknowledge that God has given us a gift. And now I want to just flip that into God has given us a story. And it's time for you to tell your story. So some of y'all may be looking at the title, 5 reasons you need to join a collaboration. Y'all, it's just that simple. You need to join a collaboration because let me just take in order. Because reason one, it creates a legacy of inspiration. You are leaving a legacy for your family, for your friends, for your coworkers, for your church members. They're going to see this legacy that you live because of the words that you put in this book. You are setting yourself up for greatness. You are setting your legacy up, because who does not want a legacy when they leave? Because it's really cool to be able to go back. I really wish I did have some writings. Well, I'll take that back. We found some things that our grandmother had written, and it was really cool to see her thoughts and how she did things, and what she deemed as important. And so that's what you're going to be doing by creating a legacy, by participating in a collaboration project. Reason number two, you amplify the collective women's voice. Because as women, if we come together and we're speaking, and we look and we are unified, that helps other women know that they can work with women and still be able to get a clear voice, clear messaging across. Because everybody has been through a whole lot. In today's world, women's voices and experiences are more important than ever. By joining this collaboration, you become a part of a powerful course, a sisterhood, that demonstrate the diverse ways women overcome obstacles, achieve success. Together, we can create more of a complete picture. Women's experiences and challenges triumph across different industries, cultures, and life paths. So this collaboration is open to everybody, y'all. It's open to everybody, because when we join together, we are one big unified voice. We are one big unified choir. And then reason number three, network with like-minded visionaries. Y'all, we're looking for women with vision to join us in this collaboration project. We are looking for women with a vision. Yo, we got 4 more seats left. And if you are a woman with vision, that means that we're networking. This collaboration offers a unique opportunity to connect with other women across the country. Y'all, oh, wait a minute. Y'all, I'm so excited. We got people across the country. We got people from California. We got people in Georgia. We got people in Maryland, New York. I think there's somebody even from Texas. So, we have a very diverse group of women that are joining together to spread this word in this collaborative project. And I know some of you might be saying, well, my voice isn't needed. I sing off key. It doesn't matter, because that's why we're coming together to work together. And then it establishes your thought as a leader. Establish your thought leadership, because a lot of times we don't realize how much impact we really have. And you and then you have to think about it from this perspective. Being a published author instantly elevates your professional profile and establishes you as an authority in your field. Did you hear that? Whether you are a single author or you're participating in a collaboration, anthology, whatever you want to call it, it gives you instantaneous elevation in your profile. Once they see you are a published author, they're looking at you a little different. Now you might get the raise. If you're still in corporate America, you may get additional clients because they see that you are a published author, that you really are a guru in your area. And that helps take some of that pressure off as you're getting out there, because you got your built-in network. You creating a legacy. You're with a collective of women. So it helps you even from the marketing perspective and spreading the word across the country, across the world, across the nation. You got to look at it from that perspective. You establish your thought leadership. And then the fifth reason, transform your personal experience into universal impact. I'm gonna let that sit right there. Transform your personal experience into universal impact. Have you thought about that? Have you really thought about Your individual story, when shared thoughtfully, becomes a powerful tool for social change. Do you hear what I'm saying? You could be that answer to someone else's problem, that answer to somebody else's I'm sorry, I like to really pose it this way, that solution to somebody else's problem. When you start to look at your life, your experiences as the solution, you tend to start to stand up a different kind of way. You tend to rise up a different way because you know now, hey, I am that solution. I am that source. I am that plug. It's time for us to get plugged in together because you will be helping other women to navigate their own paths with greater confidence and wisdom because you now are giving them the tools that they need in order for them to succeed. Because one thing that I'm looking at this project is almost to the point we're going to be telling people, look, get off your hind parts. It's time for you to get back into the game because you have let your circumstances turn you around. You have let everything around you put you on the sidelines. What better way to stop procrastinating and start to do what you know that you've been wanting to do? Some of you have been wanting to write a book forever, but you keep procrastinating. You keep slowing down. You keep listening to everybody else. You keep really listening to yourself, doubt yourself about what you know how to do and how you know how to accomplish it. And today you have got to make that decision. Hey, Deborah, I want to join into this visionary women's collaboration. Give me the information. I want to sign up now. Y'all, we got 4 spots left. Just 4. Do you hear me? 4. And I'm like, I'm ready. I want to fill them because we are going to make we're positioning ourselves to make an international impact with this collaboration. Y'all, I've already got y'all. The book ain't even got a real title yet. It's got a working title, and we've already been booked on 4 podcasts. Do you hear me? 4 podcasts. And that's another thing, that when you're working in a collaborative space, you're getting grouped together and you're getting exposure for you and your business and being a part of the book all in one swoop. Y'all, you cannot beat that. You cannot beat having that kind of exposure in one time. You cannot beat like being able to show up. Oh, and did I say we're getting featured in 2 magazines as well? And as an added bonus, for those of you that don't know, that we are planning our trip to Kenya. And this year our summit will be in Nairobi, and we're hosting the summit. And this collaborative book, will be our feature book while we are in Kenya. And y'all, go ahead. Y'all can go. You follow this. The Tiny You're All Visionary Women Lead. I want you to go ahead, sign up for this project because y'all, you won't find another collaborator. You might, but I'm gonna tell you right now, we have been praying about this. We have been pulling things together. We already have authors are already submitting their work. And another thing, y'all, we're gonna have a spring release. We're not gonna be all the way June, July and talking about releasing the book. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Press ham. This book will be coming out in March. In March. Do you hear me? We dropping it in March. Now we are looking at the dates. I'm being transparent on we're gonna, on the book signing, because we're trying to decide we're gonna do the book signing in Atlanta or we're gonna do the book signing in New York. Ting. And so we're excited about that. And so, it's like we are already pushing and promoting this book. But what we need you. We need you. We need you to join in this collaborative project because there is a seat that's still open for you. Your story, your voice is what we need to get this book over the finish line. Your story, your voice is what we need to get this story over the finish line. Should I say it again? Your story is what we need to get this collaborative project over the finish line, because you are what the people need to hear. You were what the people need to hear. Y'all, the projects that I've done before, it just blows me away when I hear them talk about, when I've heard people that have read the stories, how they have helped them, how they have made them realize that they too can make it to that next level. They too can be who can show up for somebody else and they had never met them. I'm gonna tell y'all, when I wrote my first book, yes, it was a self-help book, and somebody came up to me and they said thank you. I was like, what you talking about? They said thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being there for me when I just didn't know where else to turn. I thank you for just being honest and upfront. And y'all, that's what we're looking for as well. We want you to tell your story from the raw. I get it. I'm not knocking it because I'm that way too. What I'm tired of and what my expectations are for this project is that yes, God helped us. Yes, we prayed. Yes, we fasted. Yes, we showed up with everybody else. But what happened? What did you do after you fasted and prayed? What actions did you take to get you out of the situation that you were in? How did that decision help hurt you or help you in your psychosis? How were you able to still get up in the morning? Or even if you didn't, what made you get up? What was your motivator? Because people need to hear that. People need to know how you are able to show up, or how God gave you that gumption to get up and start to move. So this is what I'm looking for, y'all. I am looking for visionary women that have a voice and their stories and they're ready to tell them. Y'all, we already have the editor on board that can help you edit your work. We'll have writing classes. If you don't think you can write it, I'll be right here to help coach you right along the way. Y'all, we are going to do this. And I'm excited, girl, y'all, again, if you are watching this, it's not by circumstance, happen circumstance. It is because you need to share your story. We, again, need you to get this project past the finish line, because your story is necessary. Your story is powerful. Your story of how you became an executive, somebody else needs to hear that. It's that you had to put the work in. You had to have the education. What else did you do? You know, it's like, it's not easy getting to the top. But what was some of the practical things that you did to get there? And that's what we want to share with the women. Some women are going through a divorce or thinking about a divorce or life after divorce. Maybe it's time for you to tell that story. I'm sharing my story about life after a miscarriage. You know, how do you show up and you're feeling that you're depressed and you don't want to hear what people have to say? How do you still show up and you're looking at other children or other parents being able to go to graduations and the Easter plays? How do you show up? And that's one of the topic that I'm going to be dealing with. We have someone else that's going to be talking about being a veteran and has started their business and now dealing with veterans on the regular. We have someone else that's worked in a child protective services and still raised 12 of their own children. Y'all, this book is going to be powerful. We have women from all walks of life. We have people that are in the entertainment industry coming in to tell their stories. But guys, we need you. We need you. We need you. We got 4 months. And then then this is the other one. And this is what I can't stand. I don't want you thinking that, oh, somebody's already telling my story. No. Can't nobody tell your story like you can tell your story. I don't care if we got 5 stories in there that got the same concept, but how you dealt with it is totally different than somebody else. Because see, I'm like this. If we end up with 5 people talking about divorce, that means we need a section in the book about divorce. Do you hear what I'm saying? Survival after divorce. Listen to these 4 or 5 women. And that's what I'm talking about. Your voice matters. Your story matters. You are destined to share your story because somebody needs to be set free and delivered. Somebody needs to be empowered and encouraged because they are trying to make it to the finish line, but they're wrapped up in doubt. They're wrapped up in depression. They're wrapped up in the I can'ts. They're wrapped up in all these things. But if they read your chapter, that's what's going to help undo all of that. It's going to be just like Lazarus coming out of the grave, and their death clothes are going to start falling out because you are calling them forth with the words that you are saying in your chapter. You are going to be calling them forth and letting them know to take off those grave clothes, because they can live again, they can strive again, they can be successful, they can still accomplish the goals that they have set out to do. That is what your chapter in this collaborative project is going to do. You got to know that you are calling forth greatness. You are empowering greatness. You are going to be waking up those sleeping giants, because they still think that they can't do it, but they need to know that you did it. They need to know and realize that you were a winner. They need to know that you showed up every day and still accomplished your goals. You might have been tired. You might have been stressed, but you still showed up and accomplished the goals. You might have had to call somebody and borrow some money just to pay your cell phone bill, or you had to move this money around from that account to make sure that your website stayed up. You might have had to go to the class and barter how to do that. Y'all, it's ways to do stuff, and we got to stop hiding behind not telling our story or walking around in shame. We have got to start telling these stories. Let people know about the heartaches and and how you triumph through that. Because let me tell you, being out here in these entrepreneurial streets and still working a full-time job, it ain't easy. It ain't for the faint at heart. And for those of you know, I still teach. I'm still in the classroom. Yeah. And I still got to find time to run DFP and Church Girl CEO. Eller, do you hear me now? People say that's a lot. It is. But it can be done. Do I have to show up tired sometimes? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But that's part of my story that I share with women. Is that yes, it gets tiring. Yes, I do have those times that I feel like I'm alone. Yes, I do want to have a desire to do other things. But in order to get to that next level, I got to keep doing what I'm doing. I can't get stuck in being somewhere else. And that's why I am challenging you. I am personally inviting you. I am admonishing you. I want you to be a part of the Visionary Women's Leaders book collaboration, because you are who we need. Your voice is the voice we need to hear. We need you to show up with us and do the doggone thing, because we are ready. And I just can't tell you everything that's going to go along with this project. It's just a lot. Y'all, like I said, we are already with the team. We're already booked, and we haven't even gotten everything together, and everybody hadn't even submitted their chapters. But the marketing piece is already done. So yeah, if you have been wanting to be a published author, and then it's less risk, because you don't have to worry about 300 pages. You only have to worry about 150 to 275. Y'all, right there is motivation alone. So use this wherever it is on the screen, and register today. We got about 4 more seats open, 4 spots open for this project. If you have any questions, DM me. You can on all platforms inbox me, and I'll get back to you immediately. And I promise you, it will be me, not my assistant. I'm doing these last ones because I want you to talk to me and know that I am a part. I am really a part. You're not going to be coming in watching a bunch of videos. No, you will be coming in, seeing me personally, talking to you personally about being in this project, because I am hands-on, and I want to work with you. I want to work with you to tell your story as a visionary woman, because we are leaders. This is the year of the woman. This is our year of faith, year of favor, and grace. Y'all, we are walking in favor. We are walking in grace. We are walking in favor. We are walking in grace. And if that's the case, you already know you winning. You already know this is a win-win situation. All I need you to do now, get that link and join us. If you got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll see the comments, or you can DM me. Well, all right, guys, I love you to life. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Y'all have a great one. Take the link. Peace.